Oh, now I feel good.
What can I do for you? You're on the air in El Paso, Texas.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Yes, it is.
What can I do for you?
I got a question for you. You know, you were reading the letters that you got, right? And they're saying about these, you know, calling Robert, you know, all these names and stuff. But how can they be a fan of yours when they know, you know, you wouldn't tolerate something like that? Yet, you know, they'll say something.
I give up on the phones. Used to be fun. It's just so many dopes. I can see why people screen phone calls. I'm going to have to go to that. Gary, screen phone calls. In fact, you screen, I'll listen in.
Where's Ian been lately? We haven't heard from him, have we?
No, he's kept his mouth shut. I think I shut him up finally.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what you did.
Ian the drunk. I think I told him off. That's what I did. You're on the air. Can't even get anyone to screen my calls.
Do you want me to screen the calls, or would you like to screen them together?
Yeah, I'll go listen in while you screen.
Okay, let's start on New York line 1. I'll be there in a second.
Okay. He goes fa-fa-foo, doing what he does best. Screening.
Monkey.
I love the way he dresses in the summer.
Yeah.
Retard.
Can he dress more professionally?
Hi, what would you like to talk to Howard about?
Hey, Gary, can't you dress more professionally?
This is pretty good for the summer.
I don't know, man. Your shorts are really disgusting. You know, if I am rock and rolling loose, that means everyone has to dress like me.
Okay, let's go to New York line 5.
Idiots all call this show.
Hi, what would you like to talk to Howard about?
You'd like to talk to him about his new Eat network.
What about it?
I like the format, and we've been dying.
Tell him to get off the speakerphone.
Yeah, get off the speakerphone.
I'm not on a speakerphone.
You got a better phone?
Yes.
Can you? Well, you know what?
Forget it, forget it.
Let's go to New Orleans.
I got gerbil.
New Orleans.
Jar Gerbil.
Hi, what would you like to talk to Howard about?
I'd like to know when Richard Simmons is going to come back on the show again.
All right, I'll address that. Probably never.
Why?
Okay, here's what's going on. Richard Simmons used to come on the show, and we used to have a good time with the guy and goof on him and stuff, and he, you know, he was a good sport about it. And then I got him on the Letterman show. All the talk shows didn't want him anymore. He was all washed up because they couldn't figure out what to do with him. Now Letterman just does everything I do with him, and he'd rather have the TV exposure.
Yeah, well, you know.
But he says it's because I go too far. But I don't go too far.
No, you don't.
You know what,
I
Howard?
see him on all these other shows, and everybody's stealing your bits, and they're doing it on him.
Yeah, of course. But my wife ran into him at the Barbra Streisand concert the other night.
I heard he was there. I didn't know they had run into each other.
He was in the front row, and Allison went up and said, "Hi, Richard." And he went, "Hi, Allison." And Allison said, "By the way, my girls really miss you." And Ashley, you know, Richard named my daughter Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, and she said, "Oh, Ashley has never met you." And Richard started crying and started weeping. My wife said it got really weird. So he just sat there and cried. And he was dressed as Barbara.
Stop it. What are you talking about?
You know,
Was he in a dress?
He was in a dress and that Barbra Streisand hair.
like the funny girl look.
Funny girl look. Early 70s.
So Richard will never be back?
You know who's really?
Oh, so anyway, so my wife saw him, and Richard was like, "Oh, I miss everyone." But Richard's like, I don't know what his story is. I guess he thought we went too far with the, you know, the gay stuff.
You know, he's so mad.
That's what I think. Isn't that why he's mad? Because of the spanking?
Well, he's so mad at us. Like, you know, he makes like 100 phone calls a day.
Yeah.
Right? And he calls all these different people. He used to call my mom like once every 3 weeks. My mom's heartbroken because ever since he got mad at us, he doesn't even call her anymore.
Well, you don't just cut off everybody because you're mad at us. This is a cruel man.
I tell your mom to get a grip on life.
Well, she used to enjoy the phone call.
Oh, please.
She's not
Let her
fat,
get
by the
real.
way.
I know she's not.
She just digs a phone call.
I think she.
It was exciting for her.
Oh boy.
I'm sure that was exciting for her, Howard. You don't think that she
You
gets
must be annoyed by Richard Simmons in
call
your
every
house.
day from a celebrity?
Tell your mom to get a. I'm so annoyed when a celebrity calls my house.
But you are a celebrity. You've got Tony Katane and Stacey Galena throwing themselves at you. By Stacey Galena's on Best of giving you a massage.
Is that right?
And then Allison calls up and ruins it.
Oh, that's a classic. That's in my book. That's a classic moment.
But you have people throwing themselves at you.
I know. I got to get laid.
You're the only guy I know. You turned down like dinner invitations from Chuck Norris. Like he came over once, but I mean everybody wants to come and hang out with you. My mom doesn't have any.
But let me tell you something. The reality of now having that in my life, where I could meet when I go to dinner with these people, it's boring.
But other people find it exciting because they don't get to be in the fast lane like you do.
Hi, Gary's mother. What does he talk to her about?
he just chats with
He's
her.
just annoying.
And then she has conversation with her friends for a week.
My mom
he
is
doesn't care about your mother. Don't you get that?
my
Tell
mom
your
is
mother to get it.
she's a star of the beauty parlor when he calls.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
And I wrote him twice. I called him about 6 times.
Why are you busy writing him?
Well, because I actually like the guy.
I like him
and
too,
I'd like
but
to get
so
him back
what?
on the show. But I've even
Don't
called,
beg the guy to be on the show.
I've even called and written him, not show related, saying, hey,
You know when he'll be back on the show? When Letterman dumps him. Letterman seems to be getting tired of that whole I hate Richard Simmons thing because all he does is abuse Richard. He doesn't. They don't even have a friendship or.
There's nothing loving about it.
No. When I used to have Richard on, it was a lot of fun and there was a lot of. I think he knew I cared.
It was good-hearted ribbing.
Yeah. But Letterman has just adopted the whole bit. He didn't know what to do with
But
Richard
he's just
Simmons.
bashing him because they have no relationship that is based on anything.
give you his
Thanks.
Mark who?
Harris stopped by real quick. I'm going to give him 10 minutes. He's walking around. He's going to look good on TV tonight. He's walking around with full bandages from his facelift.
He just got that done.
Yeah. Mark Harris is the guy who married the Martha Ray. She's a real old woman who's had like strokes and her legs removed and stuff. And he married her.
And seems to constantly be jetting around the country. I don't know when he ever sees his wife.
I don't know either, but he sent us a tape the other day of himself getting a facelift. The actual operation, the doctor allowed a camera in there.
It's amazing.
And now with no shame, he walks around with bandages on his face.
Look at that.
Why are they calling me Jose Bear? Robin, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you could say hello. Look, when it comes off, this is what I'm going to look like. A
Let's
picture
see.
of me 10 years ago.
Well, first of all, he
No.
didn't need a facelift. And now
Yes,
he looks...
I did the before pictures, Howard, please.
Please nothing. You look
What?
fine.
You were fine.
You were just fat. You got a double chin.
Yeah, well, they sucked that out, too.
Really?
Got the fat sucked out of me.
Diet would have worked.
Yeah, couldn't you stop eating for a second?
Look at this.
You look really good.
Oh, good. And that hat has a ponytail
Now,
on it.
Yeah.
I want to tell you, that's a scoop. It's Martha Ray's hat. So here, if they say that I'm wearing her clothing, okay.
All right, anyway, here's the point. Mark Harris is a guy who married a woman who was like 70-something years old when he married her.
And did comedy when it was funny.
And she was like 3/4 dead because she was really in bad shape.
Yes.
She had stroked out.
Yeah, but she wasn't 3/4 dead, truthfully.
Well,
Howard, no.
come on, her body was pretty well shot.
On one side. She was okay. She spoke
Yeah, that's
correctly.
3/4
everything.
of her body.
Everything was fine. No. Now it's a sad story.
So
But
why
I-
aren't you with her? Why are you busy getting facelifts?
Yeah,
Why?
what does she
Because
care what you look like?
Yeah, does she really care if you look
I
good?
have to go to work. You're missing the point. She's lost more than half of her estate.
Right.
Oh, so
And-
now you're
and-
admitting you were getting money from her.
No, but she's going to live. What am I going to do? Leave her? I told you I wouldn't.
Okay.
And so I'm going on a tour.
Right.
Okay, I'm opening here August 4th, 5th, and 6th. That's Shea Josephine's. And then the Omni Hotel in Washington, D.C.
How much money do you get the money from the door? Is
From
that how
the
it works?
door in
Do you get paid in
Washington.
advance?
No.
No, so you'll be at
Give you
Shea Josephine.
For-
Shea Joseph. Does that sound...
You wouldn't know who Josephine Baker was.
Only a gay guy would play Shea
It's a
Josephine.
straight place.
No, I don't say. I don't say.
okay.
I know it's straight, but
Oh, yeah.
only a gay guy would play something called Shea
Gay
Josephine.
guy, right. Well, that's
Gay guys
Well,
find
that's where
places.
he went. He just was drawn there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great place.
I'm playing Shea Josephine.
You too, huh?
So anyway, he's touring and he's got bandages on from
He
his
looks like a
facelift.
war victim.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm married to Martha Ray. You know, she nursed the wounded. But I did my rehearsal for her the other day, and it brought a smile to her face, and that's worth it all.
Okay, so he went out and got a facelift, which he didn't need.
Will the bandages be off by the time you perform?
Well, let's put it this way. I'm opening my own clothing company here, and Friday I'm exposing some of the wares. You know, it's called Both Ways Clothing Company. And
Uh-oh.
so on Herald Square.
Because you go both ways?
Consider that fact, but not lately. Look at me. Do
Right.
you know what trauma was done when they sucked out that fat?
Yeah, well,
Seriously.
he sends us a video of the doctor
Yes.
sucking the fat out of his face and cutting off his whole
Ooh,
face.
Cutting around his ear.
And we're sitting there, why did he say? He goes, this tape is available to air on E.
Yeah, sell
Yeah.
it, sell it.
All right, maybe we'll show it on the E show tonight, his operation. What?
They've already taken it.
Yeah, good.
Here's Mark's song that was commissioned by the Republican Party.
Yeah, now what is this? Now, first of all, so let me just for those of you who are tuning in for the first time on Mark Harris.
Yes,
So
inform them.
he marries Martha Ray, who like a long time ago was a movie star.
And a television
and a
comedian.
television
yeah.
and
comedian.
radio. She did
And
everything.
radio and Broadway.
And Mark,
Hello,
like
Dolly.
a lot of gay men.
Gay men, okay.
Well,
Well, that's a billing I
bisexual.
could care.
All right.
I don't-
what-
Calm down.
Mark, like a
I
lot of
lost
gay
my
guys.
pianist. He's at another terminal someplace.
You lost your pianist?
Pianist. He's
Oh.
at another terminal.
Anyway, I don't know what he's talking about.
Doesn't matter.
is
I
he
brought the
talking
tracks.
about?
I brought the tracks. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, it's mellow out. So like a lot of gay guys, he's really into,
A certain era.
yeah, they're into the 30s and 40s when Hollywood was really glamorous.
He just said Martha Ray did comedy when it was funny.
Right, yeah.
Boy, you're sharp, Robin.
Yeah, gay guys all think life was better in the 30s and
Yeah.
40s. Meanwhile, every one of them was in the closet.
And they couldn't come out.
Right.
Well, I'm claustrophobic, so we got a problem with that.
If you had said you were bisexual in the 30s
Got
and
a problem.
40s, you would have been finished.
Right. But I
So-
wasn't here.
You know, I'm looking at
You know,
Mark
you're right,
Harris.
you're
He's too funny today.
I want to put
No, I'm not.
I want to put you in a movie called The Gay Mummy.
Now he is coming after me, and you too. Let us yank it for him.
Party contacted you to write a song about President Clinton.
They heard the song I wrote for you,
Yes.
okay?
This one.
Not this one,
No.
another one, but go with this one.
Okay.
Oh, no, this is the President
Dear
Clinton. He got the wrong one.
President Clinton,
He has the wrong one.
I did write this song for you.
You're gonna roll it.
Thank
That's the
you
wrong
on
song.
behalf
The
of
right lyrics,
Martha
but the
Ray. I know we had our problems. I really don't know why. The medal wasn't sooner. You didn't try. But I enjoyed D.C. And that's a very special memory.
Stop it for a second. Let me ask you something. You listen.
You cut off the EE.
Give him the EE. Memory.
Go ahead, plug it. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. So strong.
You are our leader. And yes, you have some powers, but no more Jennifer Flowers.
All right, turn this over a second. Let me ask you something. You listen to this and you feel that this is good.
Yes, I feel it's good.
You do. Where would you rate yourself as a singer and
Are you
performer?
a Whitney Houston?
No, I'm the beautiful Mark Russell.
No, really. No, where are you?
No.
No, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Are you a 5? Are you an 8? Are you a 9? What are you? Sure, be honest.
I don't take my singing seriously, and
You
you
don't?
shouldn't either.
Oh, you don't?
No.
No, he's saying he's a comedian.
No, I'm not.
Well, you
Martha
said
Ray
Mark
was a-
Russell.
Yeah, okay. You call him a comedian?
What do you call
He's
him?
just telling the truth, too.
Let me ask you something. Is it possible to get throat surgery next?
Uh,
All right, you have
okay.
3 songs here. Howard Stern campaign song.
That's it.
All right.
That's the one just for you. That's not the Republican Party. The one I'll sing live will be that.
Oh, the one you're
Oh,
going to
you're
sing
gonna
live.
sing live.
Yes.
All right, we'd like to hear you sing live first. Would you mind?
No, okay, put the tracks on.
All right. Put it on right
I
now.
don't get to hear
Now,
what he based this on.
Would you
Well-
like some echo?
Wait, no. This song was written...
No,
guys-
don't try anything to make him sound better.
You guys throw balls of paper at Mark while he sings.
No, serious. I mean,
All
if you're
right.
going to listen to the
You
words...
should get
you're gonna
used to
laugh.
it, though. If you're going to perform live, people might be
Oh, I
throwing
don't care
stuff
about...
at you.
They'll
All
throw
right.
a tomato at NATO if he stays in the office. But I want to tell you, the first part of this song, a la Yankee Doodle Dandy, was written by a great comedy writer. You're so dumb. But then it
Stop-
gets to work in.
stop throwing
Yes,
papers.
seriously.
Don't do that,
just
Jack.
hit
Alan Burns.
Yes.
Very good comedy writer. He wrote the Cuomo part, and then I go into my Albany part. So
All
go
right,
ahead.
here we go.
Oh,
I'm singing with a strap.
man.
All right, here we go.
Now, put it up loud. Cuomo is a namby-pamby. He's an uptight kind of guy. He screwed New York and its economy. Now he is coming after me, and you too. Let us yank it for him, sweetheart. That could
What
be...
is he singing
I
about?
don't know.
Oh, you see, you should have went for it. It's very funny.
What is he singing about?
I'm trying
We're
to
never
figure
gonna get
out
to the
these
Albany
lyrics.
part.
I have
Cuomo?
no... Well, he said Bomo or something when he started.
Well, I'm wearing a chin strap. Do you want to finish this?
All right, we'll continue. I tell you, you put the hoe in homo. I tell you,
Okay,
man.
go ahead, go
All right,
ahead.
here we go.
But the Albany part, leave alone. Namby-pamby went to Albany just to ruin the city. Cuomo's that namby-pamby guy. Now, quiet. Albany, give us back Albany. Can't you see? We're better off.
Jackie's throwing papers at Mark, and Mark is shooting him daggers.
You want to hear these lyrics or not?
Of course we do. Jackie takes a ball of paper and hits Mark in the face with a ball.
This is just gonna go ahead. This is vaudeville. Go ahead. Dumb. Go ahead. without Cuomo. Give us our state and New York City.
City.
Give us Albany.
Albany.
It's such a pity. Cuomo's goodbye leaves us no teary eyes. And all you guys in the Democratic Party. Well,
There were things flying at Mark like you never saw.
God almighty.
Wow. That's some,
That's some song. Who'd you write that for?
Well,
he just
forget
flew
about
an airplane into Mark.
Oh, and it
He flew a
wasn't
paper airplane.
Thank God it wasn't a DC-10.
You didn't see he threw a whole newspaper.
I know.
Well, whatever keeps them laughing. Democratic Party.
Party, party.
You're gonna listen to Stern, 'cause you're gonna learn that crime doesn't pay. Gotcha.
What were those, styrofoam cups?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
He was rained on with styrofoam.
Such a parade. That's what we got to do for Howard. Such a parade.
Well, that is some song. And we can see you performing where?
Shea Josephine,
August.
4th, 5th, 6th.
All right.
What time?
And then Giando's on the 20th of August, and then the Omni Hotel in Washington, D.C. I think it's 13, 14, 15 September.
The
All right.
Omni Hotel.
All right, well, there
The
you go.
clothing that's going to get you.
And you're coming out with your own clothing line.
Mhm.
And what will that be called again?
Both Ways Clothing Company.
Because of your bisexuality?
Well, it's because it's just, you know, unisex, they called it in
Right,
our
right, both.
youth years.
Oh, I see.
All right, both ways. How about queer duds?
Weird duds. I like that now that Calvin gave up jeans.
All right. Queer duds.
You know, gays always like to point out that they think Calvin Klein is gay.
I know.
I didn't say that. No, that's not how I meant it. I'm sorry about that. That is not what I meant. I just meant there's an
Come up with a
opening
better
in the
name
market.
than both ways. How about BV Deviants?
Both ways.
Both ways.
He means his clothing fits men and women.
All right, and you will have, when will the clothing
Well,
line
I'm
be
going to
out?
come in here Friday with one of my stage costumes, so you'll appreciate that.
You know, I feel so bad for this Martha Ray. The deader she gets, the gayer he gets. There's a lot of goofing going on in here. On Mark.
Of course it will. Not this guy.
Mark makes Tom Arnold look honorable.
You know, I almost said who is Tom Arnold.
I know.
Yeah.
Then
I
you
mean,
caught yourself.
he married Roseanne, and I knew.
I just said another movie star's husband.
I don't think you were in love with
With
Martha
Roseanne?
Ray when you married her.
Oh, you think they learned to love each
We
other?
learned.
Oh, I don't think they've learned to love each other. I think that she hasn't learned his name yet.
we most definitely are spiritually connected.
Is that right?
No question about it. Mm.
Yeah, what, because she's as old as a ghost, so you're spiritually connected? No, it's
And
not
I'm in
right
the
when a
soul.
man this young who has obvious feelings for men marries Martha Ray.
Obvious.
I think he was her nurse, and she
Obvious.
married him. I don't know what happened there. You know, I feel so bad for this Martha Ray. The deader she gets, the gayer he gets.
I mean,
It's just unbelievable.
He came in here straight when he first got
He,
married.
I think they gave him gay-enhancing drugs.
Well, let's put it this way. My act works.
And when you made love to Martha
I'm
Ray,
kidding.
you still stand by your statement that you made love to Martha Ray?
The statement and the fact that it happened, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're saying you went all the way?
Yes. And I did all the surgery.
Was that the last sex that she had with you?
Well, you know, I'm going to have to ask the nurse. They chart everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So the last man that Martha Ray will have on this planet.
I don't know. I'm the
Was
one
you.
flying all over the world. I could get killed.
And you were
She could
fully,
overlive
and
me.
you were fully, you satisfied her completely?
Yes.
And you were aroused
Yes.
Oh, you know he was.
I didn't have.
by a 75-year-old stroke victim.
I didn't have
Ray.
penile
No, not a
surgery. I had
75-year-old
face
stroke
surgery.
victim.
I'm sorry, Robin, I can't hear
It
you
was
over
not a
his.
75-year-old stroke victim to Mark.
Right.
You
That
got
was
that
Martha
right.
Ray.
He was having sex with Hollywood
right.
history.
She
That's
is
right.
smart. Look at her.
All right.
You are.
What was he telling you during the commercial?
About my
talking
genitals.
about laying in bed next to Martha Ray
No, what was he telling you?
and having ice packs all around his head.
Oh, no, there was another part that he was telling you about.
Which part? The clothing line?
Yeah, the clothing line. Yeah, what were you
then
yapping
he was
about?
telling you about a coat he has that would be perfect for you.
I
and
wanna
are
do
you
your
gonna
campaign.
ticker tape?
Mark is so manic that when we get in commercial, he starts screaming about, you've got to do a ticker tape. What are you screaming about?
You should do a ticker tape parade.
Do you have
5
any
boroughs.
common sense? What do you mean a
Common?
ticker tape
Common?
parade?
No.
What
sense,
is a
yes.
ticker tape parade?
For Howard Stern. Get
But
everybody
what is it?
excited.
A ticker tape parade
We'll throw
happens
confetti.
on Wall Street.
No, let's do it here on 7th Avenue in the Garment Center, and they'll support
They
you.
should throw thread or something.
And how do you know what
Yeah,
the
that
Garment
could be.
Center will support?
I spoke to a lot of people.
They're all
I was in
waiting
3
for
days
you,
last
Howard.
week. I'm
How
opening a showroom.
many people did you speak to?
Many. I know
like
many.
10?
No, I didn't go
50?
counting. But no.
And
but
you just
I
saw
was
you
in a
and your
coffee
friends-
shop in
At a
1359
coffee shop.
Broadway, one of
Yes.
the buildings where they all hang out, and they're all for you.
Yes. And
They are.
all your friends decided I should have a ticker tape
A
parade.
lot of people I didn't even know.
And he's in here seriously going, Howard, you must have a
You
ticker tape
should.
parade. And it's like, who am I talking to?
Ticker
I think I'm talking to a wall.
No, you don't. Do you want to be governor?
What?
Are you going
Yes,
serious
I
about
do
it?
want to be governor.
I believe you. So let's
Thank
go
you.
for it. Go for it.
All right, very good. Mark Harris, congratulations to you on
Yeah.
your marriage to Martha Ray,
Oh,
your
thank
exciting
you.
new
Yes,
music
thank you.
career, your
Yes,
facelift,
thank you.
your liposuction,
Yeah.
on your handlebars
Right.
and groin.
If ratings go down, I'll have my behind picked up.
That's right. All right, there he is, the great Mark Harris.
Mark, how did it go?
Well, you know something. If I took it seriously, I guess I'd be offended. But, it had to be harder for Liberace.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Coming up next, Anthony Griffith does some stand-up and then sits down and talks with host Robert Klein. That's why we call it stand-up.